are now in the deep end of horror.
And I will see the life run out of you.
Saturday! Yeah, Days of the Dead Lantern.
Yeah, Ludacris wrote a song about that day.
All right, eerie music this way. Because I thought my meds didn't kick in yet. All right, you're all right.
I'm feeling much better now.
Okay.
All right. So Tony, how you doing? You having a good show so far?
Man, it's February 2020, a brand new decade. I'm a basketball fan, you know that. So I had to deal with, we lost mama mentality. God bless you. And as a dad that has a daughter, it's just such a tragic occurrence. Because on that day, these are two good people going about their business, trying to do something. And yet we still have, not going to say less deserving, but, people that aren't living up to their full potential. So that was a tragedy. But, life goes on, I guess.
Well, and regardless of how you feel about the basketball player, that was a father.
It's like father first. And everybody knows that all girls are daddies of little girls.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so let me ask about current projects. What do you got going on now? We know what you did 40 years ago. Let's talk about today.
What do you think is 30 years, sir?
Well, I'm just throwing numbers out there.
It's well, this week what did I do? I worked with Kevin Smith on Masters of the Universe. Great. Mattel has great plans for that, just roll out merchandise. Tuesday, I finished some work on a certain film that comes out June 12, 2020. What else? I got a bunch of voiceovers out. I just signed to do a film in New York City, my favorite city in the world, end of March for 19 days. So I already got that set up. And it's a great script called The Changed. And it's sort of an inverse version of Body Snatchers, but really, really clever, a different kind of script.
Nice.
And theatrically, those of you that may or may not know, theater is my first love. That's where I started, that's what I love the most. So I've just been offered to do Princes at the Pennsylvania Shakespeare Festival, but I'm not sure I'm on the Prince. I've done the role before, so it'll be a challenge if I do it, because I've gone through, life experiences now. You know more than you did yesterday.
Right.
You apply. But moved, living with my cats. They're very demanding. They're upset right this moment because they didn't get wet food today, but I'm sure they get it right.
How many cats you got?
2 at the moment.
What are the names?
Sparky Sparks is the oldest, and little Charlie Parker, who's isn't a male, it's a female, but we thought it was a female. But I just changed the Y to an I.
A funny story, James Romine was doing a panel with us, and he was telling us about his cat, Steve, whose name used to be Zoe, until he took it to get it spayed. And the vet was like, we have one problem. He's like, what? And he's like, well, we actually have 2 problems. He's like, what? I was like, the testicles.
Yeah, cats are funny, but most creative people have cats. As an actor, I had a cat named Cat Daddy Nico. He was 18 years, and he was my little. Whenever I got a script, he would sit on my shoulder, and he was my first little audience. So for the last 18 years, it was Cat Daddy Nico that heard the words first. And, he's no longer with us, but he had a great, great life.
Awesome. So let's take it back for a second. You said something about working on Masters of the Universe. Can you talk about that, or does that have an NDA? Or
I told you as much as I can tell you. I can't tell you the character, but it's fun.
All right. We'll just stick with that, y'all.
Yeah, it's going to be good, guys. It's another action figure. I think this makes number 24, action figure-wise.
Nice. What? Yeah, 24 action
Something like that. If I ever go insane, and I'm going to put them in different parts of the house. Open the cabinet. Oh! Put one in the bottom of the toilet bowl. Oh! No!
You ever have your action figures fight each other? No, Tony's just arguing.
Not yet. When I go to retirement home, maybe that'll be my little thing. I'll pull out a big suitcase. Hey, Redo, you want to see something exciting?
So, 24 action figures. Do you remember what your first one was?
First one was Star Trek. Klingon, Kurd. That was the first one. That started everything. That started all the con world. everything. I was the first convention I ever went to was in Brattleboro, Vermont. It was a Star Trek show. I think it cost $5 to get in, and the autographs weren't going for more than $10. And everybody was just communing and having a good time, not drinking off in their private parties, but bringing it together, just celebrating life. Those are the memories I remember most. Now it's morphed into, we have all these different categories of cons, walking soccer, all this subcategory, anime, cosplay. It's nice to see so many cosplayers here today.
All right, so let's talk about Candyman for just a minute. How did you get that role? Was that something that you just auditioned for, or did they call you for that? Or
there was no audition. Bernard Rose, he saw me do a film I did in Africa with James Earl Jones called The Last Elephant, and he said, that's the guy. So I had to go through a series of personality tests, whatever that is. Basically, it's coming in at 8:30 in the morning and watching the executives pour fresh squeeze orange juice and butter up the bagels, and you're sitting there waiting for them to talk to you, and they're just staring at you like a laboratory. But I got through it, and next thing you know, here we are, 3 films later, a legacy later. Because all of a sudden, I'm so honored about the new film, because I've been heavy lifting this character for 25 years, and all of a sudden, we got the hottest director in the world behind it, Jordan Peele. He wrote and produced it. It's going to have a whole new life, folks, so get ready for some more action figures and some more fun times and some great memories.
Just don't say your name 3 times.
Don't make me talk.
Candyman.
That's one.
All right, so I'm a prop collector when it comes to movie memorabilia. I've done a lot of really cool shows and films and all that. Have you ever kept any cool props that they let you keep anything cool off your films?
You know what? I've been diligent at that. I haven't really. I get stuff sent to me from time to time. When I worked on Star Trek, Paramount used to check people's trunks on the way out. So I never wanted to get busted doing that because I wanted to come back,
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, but I have some fan material. I'm also working on my autobiography at the moment and collecting all the fan art that I've seen over the years, and it's been wonderful in terms of the tributes and the different interpretations of different characters. That sort of thing I respond to.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to Derek Mears yesterday, and he was telling me that he had it written into his contract that he got to keep one of the masks from Friday the 13th. So,
okay.
I didn't know if maybe there was ever a stipulation or anything for him.
I have the original coat somewhere in stores that will go to my kids.
Oh, see, that's what we need to do, man. We need to have one of these clubs on a Friday night. You break out the coat, just go kick it.
The original hook at that.
Yeah. There you go. All right, so, man, at one time I actually had taken account of how many different roles for film and television you've done. I've actually lost count. I'm sure you have too. Do you have a favorite that you've done? Yeah, favorite role that you've done?
Oh no! As an actor, you can't differentiate into one role or the other. They're all different. They're all challenging. They're all hopefully they're different. They're not different. You're not doing your work. Night of the Living Dead, I'll never forget because it was my first lead role, and my son was born, and my friendship with Tom Savini began. George Romero Association, the Star Trek, significant for me. Platoon, which was my very first film, which won 4 Academy Awards. And that was a great way to hit the ground running. But I'm really interested in the stuff that's in the can. We have 10 films in the can, people. One of my favorites, not that it's my favorite, but there's one called The Immortal, which is a vignette of 4 different stories. And it presents the problems of what if one person in a relationship could live longer than the other and knew it. It's very deep stuff. My particular episode deals with cancer. It's quite gripping. We have another gangster film coming out called All Gone Wrong, based on a true story about Marc Hughes, who used to run the Midwest, but he didn't do it in gangster style. He was undercover. He wore sweaters and was genteel, fed lizards and stuff like that. So that's a good one. It's a bunch of them. Look up my IMDb page. Or better yet, follow me on Twitter, @TonyTodd54, and whenever I can say something, I break it down on that.
Nice. Excellent.
That's
So,
Tony Todd.
this show you're talking about, The Immortal, is that something that's available now? Or
No, it's completed. It's very close to getting distribution. I imagine it'll be out by the fall.
Excellent. Yeah, I'd like to check that out for sure.
It's really good. And it's sci-fi, kind of like Man from Earth, if you ever saw that, which is another great sci-fi film.
So you've done a lot of TV shows as well as movies. Night Court, one of my favorite shows as a younger kid.
One of my first roles.
Really?
Yeah, I was in New York City and got the job. That and Cape Nally. I did a Cape Nally too. This is when they didn't know what to do with me. They said, he's tall, he's kind of quirky looking. Let's see if he's good at comedy.
Yeah, so yeah, you were on X-Files, Xena Warrior Princess, and actually one of my...
I love seeing that. I love X-Files.
Yeah, one of my favorite shows currently that I've just been binge watching nonstop is Chuck. Yeah, so that show right there, just I don't know. Have you guys seen the show Chuck?
Oh yeah, Chuck was a good run.
For those of you, for those of you that don't know about the show, it's about a dude who works at like this Best Buy company type gimmick, just ultra nerd, and like then they recruit him to be some like super spy type gimmick, and it's actually pretty funny. But there's a lot of really good parts to it, and Tony plays a great character.
Yeah, head of the NSA.
Yeah. My mom wasn't a big fan until I told her. I was like, no, Tony's great. He's not really like that.
But they didn't use me. That's why I left the show, because I felt guilty. I would show up and I'd work one day per episode, and then X-Files, not X-Files, 24 came along, season 7, so I got to play the villain in that. Actors love to work, love to stretch our instrument, love to be challenged.
Would you say that you've had one role that was more particularly challenging than the others? The one that you really had to stretch yourself for?
Yeah, well, theater. I go back to theater. See, in film and television, you get the script, you're working on your own, and then you show up on any given day. You have maybe an hour to rehearse, and then whatever comes out is what comes out. In theater, you're working with a group of people, and you spend 3 or 4 weeks digging into the script, understanding each other, and then there's opening night, you get past that, and you're usually dealing with better scripts, scripts that are carefully thought out, beginning, middle, and end. So that's the challenge, making that come to life.
So,
and the other challenge is in getting the jobs. I get a lot of direct offers, which is great, but occasionally I have to go in and meet a director or an audition, and those are always a little nerve-wracking, because you just don't know what. You need to ask them, what are you looking for? Why am I here? What is it about me that you think is appropriate? And once you can figure that out, then it's a little easier.
Have you ever gotten, oh no, we just want you to play Tony Todd?
No, I think if they bring you in, they want you, right? So that is, I don't just compartmentalize myself like that. So Todd, tell me outside, Louis there? Yeah. Which Tony do you want?
So, do you like the Elton John song, Rocket Man?
You know what? He's referencing The Rock in my Carriage in the Rock, Captain Darrell. What else? But Tony, the musicologist, I love all kinds of music. So
That's awesome.
Elton John's great. Did you see the movie Rocket Man?
Yes.
Good film. And I know Elton just won an award for that. He's good. I met him. He did the Broadway version of Aida, and I did that for it. That was my first time on Broadway. That was amazing. Nothing but young girls in the audience, and they screamed and laughed at everything, and then we do the curtain call, and we're done by 10 o'clock, and we're in New York City.
Yeah, so I was referencing the movie The Rock. That's the line that Nick Cage drops on Tony. What was it like working with Nick?
Nick wasn't as crazy, apparently, as he is now. I knew he was eccentric, because, that's his thing. We had met in the Hollywood area years ago, so we kind of knew each other. But that was a fun show. I think it's Michael Bay's best film. We had Ed Harris and Sean Connery and a bunch of character actors. And we all had to ride little ferry boats in the morning, 6 o'clock, in our dressing rooms and jail cells on Alcatraz, except for Sean Connery. He had his private helicopter, which is all good. I mean, all power to him.
You can do it, right?
You can do it, make it happen. So with him came good food. So we had a blast. Sometimes these independent films, they give you a box of Cheerios. So I'm very particular about my diet. night. I make sure I have my own shit.
What was it like filming in Alcatraz?
Wonderful. I mean, I'm on a specific place, you know. It's like when we did Platoon, we're in the Filipino jungles, and we're in Alcatraz, we're in the actual rock. I mean, that's a blessing. What I do, I get to see the world. I was talking to a man earlier today about they had spent 5 years in Germany. I don't know if they're in here, but I was asking if you've ever been to Luxembourg. Because I've been there. I spent like 4 months there. It's one of the loveliest European cities on the planet. And I shot with Tom Hardy, who's become famous. It was a film called Minotaur. It was wonderful. I remember going out to a disco in Luxembourg on a Saturday night. The place would close at 10 in the morning. You know, it started at 11 at night. Unbelievable. And then,
That's cool.
I can't tell you too much, but it's great. Paris. It's a place in Paris called the Bain Douche. Right? I shot a film called The Secret there. One of my favorite films, by the way. The Secret. It's available on Amazon. It's I play a choreographer who has a nervous breakdown and goes to Paris and he sees encyclopedia saleswoman. Yeah, so there's a spot called the Bain Douche. Rolling Stones did a song about it. And it's literally filled with models, right? And it's just like a wonderful life. At 4 in the morning, the back ballroom door opens up. There's a swimming pool there, right? And everybody goes, this is kind of skinny dip. Never seen it. I've only been there once, but I'll never forget it. It's so crazy. Fully clothed. Or not.
Or not. Well, there are people recording, so we'll have to finish this
What's
story
wrong with
another
you
time.
crazy people?
Excellent. So, you've done, what, 14 episodes of Young and Restless, I believe?
Why you ask me about it? Yeah, I did. I don't know what it was. Listen, when I got out of acting school, I got my master's in theater, and one of my first gigs was Love It, okay? Love It soap opera.
Right.
I lasted 3 episodes on that because I kept asking the directors, I said, well, who is this character? What does he want? Why is he here? What does he need? And so, you know, you get the script, you're supposed to do one take and be done. So they fired me. So all of a sudden, 4 years ago, Young and Restless came up. The woman who raised me, my aunt, was Blair Ellison, who put me on the path of righteousness and glory. That was her favorite show. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I'm not gonna get fired this time. So I didn't ask anybody a damn thing. I did my thing, and they loved it.
Nice.
But soap is a weird word.
Yeah, well, my question for that was, you know, you've done like 14 episodes of Young and Restless. What's scarier, working on a horror movie or working on a soap opera?
Working on a soap opera, because everybody's so self-obsessed about their hair and their nails, and that has nothing to do with the character. It's a whole different area. But my character arc was good. I played a man who was falsely accused of murder and gotten out of prison trying to reclaim each other. So I had something to play.
Right. And some motivation.
Yeah.
Nice. So earlier you talked about doing some voiceover work.
Yeah.
And I know that you did voiceover work for Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Correct. I have another game in the can as well. Dota. Dota's a big international game. We play a bodyguard on that. That drops in September. Along with, there's a new television series on Netflix called Dota. We're in the middle of recording the 3rd season right now. I play a big dragon named Skyrock. Okay? Another action figure, but he's got a wingspan. He's really cool.
That's the action figure that wins the fight.
A level dragon, but if you fuck with him, you let loose that bellow of fire, you know.
So it's like Tony Todd.
Have you ever seen me lose my control?
No. That's what I'm saying. He's super
Even
cool.
in the Claremont, I've never lost
Oh, we can't talk about the Claremont, Tony.
I don't know, seriously, everybody knows what time it is. It's literally there. One of my favorite places to go when I first arrived in Atlanta. When I'm working, I come to a con. I get situated, see it, and then I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lovely place.
Yeah, it's one of the top 5 dive bars in America, folks.
Yeah.
Everybody knows why.
And if you don't know, now you know. All right. So with the Call of Duty, was it Tommy Briggs' character?
Yeah,
He voiced
Admiral Tommy Briggs.
Yeah. So are you a gamer yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That was one of the most frustrating things in the world, because I got that job maybe 9 months before it actually came out. I had to sign an NDA, couldn't talk about it, you know. What are you doing next? can't say. You know, it was crazy. But it was huge. And the only thing I missed out of it was participation. So billions.
Right.
But I was taking care of it. It was all good. And I'm a gamer, so I got to play myself or watch myself go through the motions and curse people out and all that.
Right. So, do you have a favorite game that you like to play?
I'm a sports gamer mostly, so you know I like my NBA 2K, my NFL. Role-playing game that I really loved of late was Persona 5, which was out last year. It was a great game. It comes out again. Did you play that over there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you love it, right?
Yeah.
It's great. You go into the castle. Did you complete it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice. I mean, I love that. All the characters,
So
shaping, it's weird as a hell, but it's great.
So I do have to ask one question. It's going to divide the audience, so I've got to know. Xbox or PlayStation? See, I told you.
I'm going to tell you right now what I like. I'm in business with it, but yeah, PS4.
Yes. Yes.
And the new PS5 comes out in November, and it's going to be backwards compatible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, baby. And I just got into VR stuff lately. I got the, you know, I'm not going to get into which system to get or whatever, but that is insane. If you can deal with, they warn you, don't play this game more than 2 hours because it's so immersive. You might end up walking around thinking that you're really out of space.
Yeah, there's some really good VR videos on YouTube where people that are immersed in the VR affect their real surroundings, like big screen TVs and stuff.
Oh my God! You know, I was playing Gran Turismo, which is an auto racing game. And you literally walk around, your spilled coffee cup is on the seat, a cigarette over here, somebody sidewipes. It's insane. It's too much. Too much.
Excellent.
So then you can play a cat, you know, virtual reality kind of thing, where you just go meow meow. Yeah, but I got cats, so I don't need that. It's good.
Yeah,
what are you doing virtual reality? We're right here.
I don't know, my granddaughter's into some game where she plays a goose that just walks around and scares the shit out of people. It's called like Goose Game or something.
Untitled Goose Game.
What is it?
Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah, Untitled Goose Game. So you guys know what she's doing here. I'm okay to let her do this.
Okay, safe.
Yeah, it's just she's like, look at this, Bobby. She walks up behind this guy, and he like jumps off and drops off. Yeah, really funny
Is
stuff.
that a platform game or a phone game?
She plays it on
Twitch.
Oh, is that what it is? The
got
Nintendo?
it.
Yeah, she's got a whole
I
bunch.
went through my Switch phase.
So I tell you what, let's go to some audience questions. You guys have questions for Tony out here? All right. So hey, can you will you hand Steve one of those mics, and I'll let Steve walk around and pick out people he wants to ask questions.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
So as a black kid growing up, everybody knew you as Candyman. There was like nobody I knew in the black community that didn't know you as Candyman. So how does that make you, like, you're kind of like this icon? And it's weird, I know it's weird, but like, I mean, we don't get a lot of representation in that area. So like, if anybody asks, you would be the first person they would say. So have you ever noticed that, or had anybody like talk to you about that, or how do you feel about it? You don't feel
I come from the hood. I mean, I grew up in Hartford, Connecticut. I was a poor kid. I didn't realize it until I was 13. The perks about Candyman, I could get perks, you know?
Yeah.
I can go somewhere, I don't have to worry about my personal safety. Good. Don't let me go Candyman on you, man. When I go to New York, I get free subway tokens, you know? Get out my face as long as the train. So, you know, it's interesting watching people confuse cinema reality with real reality, you know? So I'm happy that that's not the only role I've done, so I can always stretch it out, but I'm honored, and particularly people in Chicago. Chicago, Candyman is revered. And I'm honored to be a part of that. I mean, it's a small company. Other than Familists who did Blackula, it's very few. There's a documentary out now called Horror Noir. It's on Shudder. It's a history of black horror cinema. Check it out. It's gotten a lot of awards. I'm in it. My boy Chief David is in it. All right. So thank you.
Hi there, nice to meet you.
Yes,
my
hi.
wife stole my part of my question. scared the shit out of me so bad.
That kills the point of sequels. How many times people come to me and say you scared the shit out of me? And I go like, well, how old were you when you saw it? Fool. That used to bother me. People said they saw when they were 5, 8, 9. We didn't make a children's film, and it worried me. And my director, Brenda Rose, said, don't worry about it, Tony. Anybody who saw the film when they were young will remember it forever.
Yes. I didn't look in the mirror for a couple of days.
You have to look in the mirror, son. Just have to do it. Think of when you're shaking. You gotta do it.
I guess I'm trying to slow my thunder, but you did mention the fact that you like anime.
I said I've been around anime.
Hey, how are you?
How are you today?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good.
One of my favorite current shows on TV right now would be The Flash.
Nice.
I really wanted to know how you got involved, because I just learned today that you were the voice of Zoom, who is one of my favorite villains.
He's great. They called me. They called me out of the blue. They said, would you like to be part of DC Universe? They didn't know when I was a kid. DC was my favorite comic line. Green Lantern, Batman. You know, I wasn't crazy about Superman so much, but Green Lantern and Batman. And I said, why not? And in the day, we had the deal. Originally, it was going to be 4 episodes. It ended up being 15 plus. It was great. And the beautiful thing about that show, a lot of parents and their children watch it together and were able to discuss. And I'm a family guy, so I love people getting, good info. It's a good show. It's nice and talkative, and it has some good villains.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
Just
you.
so you know, I love cats too.
Nice.
I hate to ask, but would you indulge us and ask us to be your victim?
Be my victim. The writing on the wall, the whisper in the classroom.
That's chilling. Hi, Mr. Todd. I was wondering, what is it that you feel sets Candyman apart from other horror villains? And also, what emotion did you draw on when portraying the character?
Being black in America, the racial history and the divide. I mean, he's a man that was lynched because of something he loved to do. He was an artist, he fell in love with a white woman and lynched and killed. So that's all I had to go. I didn't have to go any further than that. I think what separates him is his rooted in reality. We don't joke around. No offense to that kind of character, but it's serious. It's a ghost story. It's a romantic ghost story. And one day there's going to be, you're going to see the version that has the deleted scene where that becomes crystal clear. Happens in the later. See. Helen is the love of my life. You understand?
Thank you, sir.
Virginia Max.
Shout it out!
How we doing?
Knees to chest, Steve, knees to chest.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I actually have to agree, you did, as Candyman, you scared the crap out of me, and I was 30. So, I won't say the name together. But I was wondering, we actually just finished watching season 3 of Scream, and when it came to your character, whose idea was it to give the homage a little bit to Candyman?
The showrunner, Brian, who came from Vampire Diaries. That was fun time. We shot that right here in Atlanta, actually. And they held it up for about a year because of Harvey Weinstein nonsense and stuff. So we're finally out. It's available on Netflix. There you go. It was lovely. I had a good time. It's great.
All right, looks like we've got time for a couple more questions.
Hello, Mr. Todd.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. So, one of my favorite roles that you've ever done was Reverend Zombie in Adam Green's Hatchet and Hatchet 2.
Nice.
So I was wondering, what was it like working on a movie with a much lower budget as compared to
I'm fortunate because I do a big budget film. I get taken care of, and that allows me to pick and choose among independent work. And Adam Green, who wrote and directed, he was a fan first. He's just like everybody in this room. I had met him at a convention in LA, the Fangoria stuff, and he was a fan. He came up with like 10 photos and signing, and he talked for an hour, and he says, I'm a filmmaker, and one day I'm gonna do it. And if you tell me that, I believe in that. I want you to succeed. I want everybody to find their dream, their passion. And he did it. 3 years later, he calls me, I got a film. And the first one was a small cameo, but he says, if it goes, I'm gonna write a bigger role in the second one. And he did it. And you know, it's amazing what a little belief and positive attitude will do for you. So I'm so happy for him. And everybody out there that's got some, I talked to a young man earlier that wants to be an actor, and I said, and he knew some terms, moment to moment. And be that, live your life, and the more you live your life, the more you'll be able to draw on to make that character real.
How you doing, Mr. Todd?
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Good.
Wonderful.
It's like my second or third time seeing you. Last we spoke over in the conference room, I was talking to you about the Flash and everything like that.
How you been?
Good, how are you? Good to see you. I'm glad you came back. My friend was scared to death. She's like, I ain't going. I remember we talked briefly about the Flash. We talked about Candyman. I know you weren't at liberty to speak about a few things. With that being said, would you ever consider, if you haven't already, making your own character for Netflix or Amazon, like a series, maybe a short run?
Well, my agents would love that. I've avoided being a regular on television specifically because I'm a character actor and I really didn't want to be locked into playing the same character. But I'm beginning to break down a little bit. And it might happen sooner than later.
Okay. Like even, sorry to interrupt, like
ahead.
even a short, like, okay, you come in for a cameo, but you just oversee the show, you have your own horror
Yeah, it
character.
will be something like that. I don't want to work every day. In the TV world, you know, it takes 10 days to shoot an episode. And, yeah, I'll do something where I'm only working 3 days out of the 10, and then I'm off, and I can hang out with my cats, and they're happy. And, you know, I can go visit my daughter and my son, and, you know, travel, go back to Luxembourg, go see that swimming pool still there.
Spend some more time at the Claremont.
The Claremont. That's a good show. Maybe we should book that, the Claremont TV show. Then I can see.
Yeah, man. If you guys
behind the curtain at the Claremont.
If you guys need a mediocre DJ to push play on a laptop, give me a call.
Thanks, sir.
All right, we got one more question. Where we at? You got it over here?
Hello.
Hello.
So in film, you don't necessarily know what's going to be coming around with scripts and so forth, but in theater, there are a lot of scripts out there and a lot of plays. So do you have any bucket list roles for the theater that you haven't played and you would like to play?
Yeah, well, you know, August Wilson is like, you know, rest in peace, is the best African-American dramatist series. He wrote a 10-play cycle every decade. I originated King Henry II, which took place in the 80s in Pittsburgh. I've done Fences, which is the 50s. I would like to do all of them, but if I had a real bucket list, I think I want to do Coriolanus from Shakespeare. That's a challenge role. I'm not that interested in Othello as it was, you know, cut and dry. Coriolanus or Prospero, The Tempest, which is the first play I ever read that an English teacher gave me. It opened up my world of possibilities. People need the gift of brilliant language that connects to everybody. It's all about everybody's elevated emotions. That's what I'm going to tap into. And new works. We need more new playwrights that write about experiences in life, beginning, middle, and end. So thank you.
All right, I got time for one more question from this side of the room. Anybody
This
over
side
here?
of the room, it's been completely ignored.
Anybody?
Goodbye.
All right, then we're going back to this side of the room.
Well, first I have to say that I got an A when I was I was 9 years old, and our teacher assigned us to write an essay of the latest movie that we watched.
Wow.
And read it to the class. Candyman was the last movie I watched.
That's awesome.
And I read it to the class. I got an A, but my mom had to have a meeting with my teacher about it.
She felt you were too young to be.
Well, my mom was like, well, she got an A, didn't she? I mean, also, if we're going to do a movie about the Claremont, we have to bring Blondie back.
Oh yeah, that's a definite.
Yeah, you're right. Where is Blondie? Is she retired?
Yeah, she retired last year.
We'll make that happen.
My question is, with the new Candyman coming out, are you going to make a cameo?
You know what? Again, I have one of those NDAs hanging over my head. So all I can tell you is June 12th, 2020.
Say no more.
That's it.
You'll have to find out for yourself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Tony Todd.
Click like, subscribe, or even comment below because I want to hear what you think.
No fair.